look at what I have in front of me. This is the Arrma Talion 6S, BLX, some other acronyms that I'll probably add on to it. Anyway, this is a 1/8 scale truggy, and it is an awesome truck. I love it. I hope I can call it a truck, because you know what? I don't think I can call it a truggy. I mean, I know it technically is a truggy, but there's just something, like, I feel stupid saying the word truggy. So I'm probably going to call it a truck. So if that pisses you off, you should probably just stop this video right now and go, like, pout to your grandmother or something. Anyway, I love this truck. It is a blast to drive. It is well engineered, well designed, handles great, fantastic components, and my favorite, it's a great deal. The value that you get on this truck is just amazing. The design is nothing revolutionary. This is no e-Revo, okay? Really Revo. This is a pretty standard 1/8 scale truggy design, pillow ball suspension, nothing going to surprise you here. But what they did do was just make everything pretty solid. The arms are great, the links are great, the sizes are good, the drive line looks pretty good. You got dog bones in there. They'll probably hold up for a while, but you know, big 8 scale RCs tend to wear out these cups, so you know, standard maintenance you're gonna get on any RC. It has probably the sexiest, well, if you're into comic books maybe, Spider-Man body that I've ever seen on an RC, and it's something I hope will stay looking nice for quite a while. One issue I've had with my truck, and what I want to let you guys know, is the spacing between the body mounts does not always line up well with the spacing of the holes on the actual truck body. The holes here in the rear, the Lexan, very small piece here. This will break for a lot of people. Smart people will reinforce it. What I did to help with the issue is my body posts were actually too far apart. So what I did is just move them in a little bit by adding a couple nuts. You can see right in here, there's actually 4 nuts. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see there's actually 4. There's 1 in each screw hole. And it probably buys me another 2 or 3 millimeters. And that is enough to get that body fitting really nice, really clean, not having to force it to go back on or pop it off. So the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys, I don't want to drag this out. Don't you hate those long talking review videos? It's like, I know you guys just want to see the truck, so. It is the gearing. The gearing is, I believe it's a 12-tooth pinion. And on 4S it feels short. I mean, it feels like before you get the trigger pulled all the way down, it's at top speed. So that's something to think about. But as you read all the marketing materials, this is designed for 6S. And on 6S, it feels amazing. I use these 2 SMC 3-cell LiPos are 5,000 milliamp, and they're 50C power, whatever. Discharge rating. They are fantastic. I love SMC. I wish SMC had more products. I would buy more of them. They have a limited selection of products right now that they run, and some of the stuff is out of stock, which makes it frustrating. Those are the packs I run for 6S. This is a 4-cell SMC pack in here. It works great. It's a 60C pack, so it's a little bit more punch out of it. But like I said, you've got to install that extra pinion that they give you with the truck. I believe it's a 15-tooth. You've got to install that if you're planning on running 4S. It's just stupid stock on 4S. It almost was something I was like, almost like kind of going to rant and complain about, but then when you think about the truck really is designed for 6S, it makes perfect sense. You do not want to burn out your motor and your new toy running 6S on a higher pinion when you really don't need it. So, I think Arrma did a pretty good job with this vehicle. The wing and the scale of everything I think is really nice. The electronics, you know, that's sort of a contentious issue. Some people have had some issues with the ESC and the older Creighton models, and I think Typhon. But this is supposedly an updated ESC that is hopefully not going to catch on fire, because that would make me cry, and you guys don't want to see me cry. So that is nice that they've updated that. The servo seems to be pretty decent. I mean, for racing, you're going to want to upgrade, but for just bashing, I think it's perfect. Motor's a 2050 kV. It's going to be awesome for pretty much whatever you need. I doubt you will have a reason to upgrade this motor unless A, you're racing, or B, you are weird or something. So, the front bumper there. This is typical for a Truggy, but there's not much there to protect you. You can see it's just kind of a small piece of plastic here. And I'm thinking that if you're bashing quite a bit, you may want to add something like a T-bone bumper for maybe the Creighton on this vehicle, and it should be just a direct fit. And if you're racing or whatever, I mean, it's not going to be probably a big deal. You'll probably be fine with this little guy down here. It does have a little bit of cushion, but I mean, not much. A little flex, I mean. Yeah, so beefy shocks, they're great. They feel great. I love the way this truck handles out of the box even. Really, really nice. It sits pretty low, which is interesting. If you hold it up, you're like, oh, that's a lot of clearance for a Truggy. But then when you let it settle, it is significantly lower. So, but it just has a nice feel to it, and it really is great with not rolling over. You can go on asphalt, and you can do some hard turning, and that back end just kind of slides out because of all the weight sitting so low. I love that feel. I love that in a Truggy, and it's one of the things why, even though some people might drive this like a monster truck, I prefer it over a more traditional monster truck because you don't have to deal with the flipping as much, which is great. And you can still take some serious obstacles with this. So that's about it. I just wanted to give you guys that information. The truck is fantastic. I love it, and I can't wait to race it on a local track here coming up. And I'll let you guys know if I experience any issues with breakages or if there's any weak spots. Some of the bearings, I know there's been some issues with the Creighton on some of the bearings. But anyway, you can tell it's still pretty new. I need to really bash this thing so I can make it look more messed up. Look, I only got a few scratches there on the bottom. But anyway, that's my Italian, and I hope you liked watching it and checking it out. And let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm happy to answer anything you guys are curious about. Thanks for watching.